Blunt Talk with LT, episode 70. This episode's brought to you by StackWap.com. This episode's also brought to you by Patreon.com/Blunt Talk with LT. Subscribe, become a patron, and we have episodes dropping every Friday, bonus episodes that you can't get anywhere else other than Patreon.com/Blunt Talk with LT. So you might be missing out on a lot, so might want to subscribe to that, and also make sure if you're a new visitor or viewer to this channel, you subscribe to Blunt Talk with LT. We have podcasts coming out like crazy. I wouldn't even put a number weekly because it's pretty much almost an episode a day now. So we out here. What do we want to get into first? Okay. All right. So Meg Thee Stallion and G-Eazy have been trending because they're reportedly dating. A lot of fans are pissed off about this. They're not having it. They're very disappointed in Meg Thee Stallion's choice. Let's just play this video of what was posted by them and got fans up in arms. So this is one of the videos. They're like cuddled up in this couch looking bed type. I don't know what the hell this is. Yeah, it looks like a couch. Yeah, like a sectional. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they're cuddled up. He's kissing her up. Fans are going in on him, saying that he looks like the girlfriend in this picture in this video, saying that he's like the little spoon. Fans are just finding their way to hate on the relationship because they don't approve. I just find it funny when things trend because people don't approve of other people's lifestyle choices, like they're living that person's life. I don't know. Not much for me to say about here. I'm not going to judge the relationship. It's just a lot of people are going in on her for her choices. She's been with Trey Songz. When she had her little fling with Trey Songz, people didn't have any problem with that. She was with Moneybagg Yo for a period of time. People didn't have no problem with that. I guess they just feel like G-Eazy's on the lower side of the status of stature. He's not that guy. People were calling it corny, calling him corny. I don't know. So all sorts of weird shit happened just because they're reportedly dating. So we'll see how that goes moving forward to see if that manifests into an actual relationship. Yeah, not much to say about that. Let's keep it on the relationship talks, but this shit is just horrible. This is a whole different direction. This is not even just reporting on who's dating and people not approving. This is some domestic shit that's going on with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So they were trending recently. Allegedly, she cut off his finger, and there's pictures of his finger right here cut off. This looks gross. There's bruises on his face. There's hospital pictures of him being admitted. All sorts of ridiculous domestic shit, domestic violence. I don't think it's spoken enough about on the other way, like the other side, from female to male domestic violence, because there's so much male on female domestic violence that I feel like a lot of female to male domestic violence is underreported on, or like it's not really well, I can't even say underreported on. Maybe it just doesn't happen as often as the male to female domestic. But I look at it and I'm just like, this is crazy. This is wild. You have to get out of situations like this. You can't be, as a man that's getting beat up or getting abused by your woman, and you're not trying to put hands on her back and you're trying to be a good guy. It's like, it's not going to work out. At some point you have to cut ties and go your other way, because you're just going to get abused and it's going to be detrimental to your life. And if you do have one moment of bad reaction, you're going to jail. So it's like, you have to do something about that. And okay, so there's just some phone calls and shit that's been released, that's been circulating about this. Let me play this.
If things get physical, we have to separate. We have to be apart from one another, whether it's for fucking an hour or 10 hours or fucking a day. We must. There can be no physical violence.
I can't promise you that I'll be perfect. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. God, I fucking sometimes get so mad I lose it.
It's crazy. And we got another audio.
that we had last
After you fucking
night.
got physically violent with me, I texted Travis. I said, come up here, because I didn't want anything to happen.
I mean, yeah.
He's coming to what? Save me?
No, go ahead. Continue. You. Travis to the rescue.
No, that was the last one. You can go, you go. That was the last insult.
Oh, yeah. You called me a liar, and yet
I watched you lie.
you called me a liar.
I watched you lie. I
You're
heard it. I was
full of
right
shit.
there.
There's no what. You still haven't told me what lie it is.
We'll talk
But
to-
yet, every single fucking time.
We'll talk
You know
to
you do
Travis.
this every single fucking
We'll
time.
talk to Travis.
I'm not fucking talking to nobody.
No,
Fuck
because
that.
you
You go
fucking-
go jerk him off. I don't care. I really could care less. It's you every single time. You latch onto some sort of thing. When I already told you, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about. You still haven't even told me what it is. But run with it.
I have told you what it is.
No, you haven't.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened. You
Oh,
can
you
care
told me
less.
to do it. You
Yeah.
told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just
And
happened.
I lied.
And that you punched me in the
You're right.
fucking thing, and
You figured
in
it
the
out.
face, and you said, no, fucking, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I
didn't
watched
punch
you lie, and then
I
I
didn't
said-
punch you,
and
by
then
the
I-
way. I'm sorry that I didn't
You, punched
hit you
me.
across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been a lot of fights, you've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a closed
You didn't
fist.
get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your
I'm not
toes?
sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
That's
you-
the difference
you
between
poor
me and
toes.
you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start
You
physical
are
fights?
such a baby.
Because
Grow
you-
the fuck up,
Because you start
Johnny.
physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I had to get the
Because-
fuck out.
Yeah, see that type of shit. That's toxic relationships. You don't want to be in anything like that. Debating what type of blows you've taken in a physical altercation, whether it be a hit or a slap or a punch, regardless there's physical abuse there. That type of shit in a relationship, that's deep. They have to figure something out, because from the time that he got his finger cut off, okay, that's the extreme. Like, we hear the little punching and the slapping and all that shit. That's not little shit. That's serious shit that can escalate to horrible situations. But when it gets to the point where you're taking that type of rage into cutting someone's finger off, like, that is ridiculous. That is next level. It was trending on Twitter. What was trending? It was get help or justice for Johnny Depp, and they're trying to get Amber Heard locked up, or I don't know what they're trying to do to her, but this is crazy. Okay, so another report says Amber Heard sliced off Johnny Depp's finger, caused him to contract MRSA 3 times, burned his face with a cigarette, shat on his bed, spat on him, withheld his medications, punched him, threw things at him. She almost killed him, and he could have died. See, I don't mean to laugh when I said shat on his bed, but shat on his bed was just like, what the fuck? This is some bizarre behavior in a relationship, and it's toxic. And at those type of points, you have to get out of those type of toxic relationships. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this specific thing, but if you're one of these people that are going through one of these toxic relationships where there's constant abuse, like, you gotta find your way out at some point. Can't let somebody just beat on you and just take advantage of you like that. That's horrible. Okay, what else do we got here? Offset leaps into crowd with flying punch after Cardi B is sprayed with champagne. So this is not the first time Offset's jumped into a crowd with the flying falcon punch, but Offset he had to do it to him. He threw champagne, he spilled it on his woman purposely, his wife. He violated Takeoff and Quavo also co-signed the action, said it had to be done. People were violating, so it is what it is. I don't think there's any charges pressed. Well, that's good. from the reports, it seemed like Offset landed that flying falcon punch. Like, I don't know how he keeps landing that flying falcon punch, jumping from 10 feet out. That shit is hilarious. But Offset did it again. That shit's funny as shit. I hope the footage doesn't get out there, because the footage gets out there, then it's like, then you can actually try. They're gonna actually try to do some cases and bring this to court, and then people are gonna try to get money. They'll most likely lose, because a lot of these cases people lose. They don't want to talk about the ending of these cases trying to sue. A lot of these people lose, but it ends up costing the artists and the people involved a lot of lawyer fees and money anyway, so they rather not go through with it. And then some people settle because it takes too long and it drags out too much money. But hopefully none of that shit happens in this case. Hopefully there's no case. Hopefully these people fuck off. But yeah, shout out to Offset and Cardi B. Their crib is popping. Very big, large ass mansion they got. Shout out to them. What else do we got here? Okay, so the Jabberwockies. Okay, so an owl, pretty much, some guy had an owl on Twitter, and not an owl, fuck, it was a hawk. Let me get the footage. Where's my footage here? Do I got this? Oh, I have to have the footage here. If I don't have the footage here, I'm completely lacking, because this was some funny ass shit. They issued a challenge to the Jabberwockies with the Hawk's head stabilization, and it was doing the dance, and then the Jabberwockies came up and torched them. Where is my footage? Oh, jeez. Okay, this is a fail. This is one of the rare times I don't have the footage to the clips that I'm speaking about. I could have swore I got the footage from there. That's an L. Yeah, that's an L. Yeah. You don't got it? Oh, shit. Yeah, that's an L. The fact that I don't have the footage, I'm bringing that back up in episode 71. And I refuse to let that shit go, because they actually had a good competition with that hawk with the head stabilization, and that shit was dope. So I have to bring that back up in episode 71. I hope I get some sort of reminder, and I hope I actually bring that shit back up, because I'm so disappointed in myself right now. How did I not have the footage? I always have the footage. Wow. Okay, moving on. 50 Cent receives star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He felt like it was a Lifetime Achievement Award for him, because 50 hasn't won a lot of awards. He's been snubbed Best New Artist and Best Album a couple of times. He has 2 Diamond albums. None of them won Grammys. The Best New Artist, he lost to Evanescence. He had the largest, debut hip-hop album of all time, and it lost to Evanescence, who's not around anymore. But Evanescence, to play devil's advocate, at that time, Evanescence had one of those huge smash hits in white music. So white music, there's more white people than black people in America. The pop was bigger than hip hop at that point in time. They actually sold more records than Get Rich or Die Trying, which is ridiculous. So I see their arguments, but at the end of the day, the culture and the buzz and the impact was way more substantial with 50 and Get Rich or Die Trying. He got robbed. I'll contend that to this day. I don't care how big Evanescence song was and how big their album was, and he got robbed. Definitely got robbed there. He got robbed of a bunch of awards. So he got this star on the Walk of Fame. He got emotional when talking about Jimmy Iovine and others. You don't really see 50 get emotional. He didn't shed any tears, but his voice started cracking just a tiny bit. Yeah, shout out to 50. Good that he's actually getting his recognition. 50 is one of the first major influences in my entrepreneurship, whatever I'm trying to say. One of the first big influences in that, because I first seen 50 get his hands into everything, whether it be music, TV, video games, his own brand, clothing line, all that shit. He's one of the major stamps and influences to me even starting Stack Wap Entertainment and, doing my own, taking command of my own career, basically, having my own place to record my music and shoot my music videos and all that shit. He was one of those major influences to ownership and being a boss. So shout out to 50. I don't feel like 50 gets his recognition enough. He was also in the media. 50 50 Cent is also in the media for slapping French Montana. I don't know how much of this is true. 50 refused to respond or make a comment to it, which made a lot of fans feel like it's true because he don't want to incriminate himself and shit. And French Montana went on and made this long post and kind of gave too much of an excuse or a reason why it wasn't true, and people felt like he was talking too much, and it kind of led people to believe it was true, and he actually slapped him in this nightclub in Miami. But this is just a rumor at this point. No one knows anything to be solid fact, but it is a very big rumor, and a lot of blogs are reporting on it. Yeah, hopefully that shit could come to an end. Hopefully 50 and French can get over that shit and squash that beef. Going back to the Jabberwockies and the hawk that I was speaking about that I didn't have the video earlier. I actually do have the video. I just wasn't able to find it when I was looking for it. So yeah, let's run that. I'm gonna run the video. Okay, so this is the hawk. This is the initial video that challenged. Someone posted this video randomly, and he was doing this, and then a Twitter user found this video, reposted it, and said the Jabberwockies have less than 24 hours to respond. And that's what they did. So this is the hawk. That's their video, and this is the Jabberwockies response video right here. All right. You know, when you look at the head stabilization, that shit is damn near equivalent. I would give the hawk a slight nod, but at the same time, it's like this shit is mad difficult, and these guys are the goats at this shit. I just find it dope that these guys responded to a random Twitter tweet that blew up and had like 200,000 retweets. These guys actually took it upon themselves to respond with a video, and that's dope. Okay, moving on to, this is probably the last thing I got to talk about in this episode. Selena Powell. Okay. For me, I don't know how any rapper would engage to talk to this girl at all on any level. Selena Powell. Like, she's always constantly exposing people. She's like the new Cat Stacks, to the point where it's like, well, Cat Stacks was all fraud and all cap. But same as this girl. This girl had so many people. She had Offset and Cardi B having relationship problems. She had Snoop Dogg going through it and having relationship problems over some fabrications that she put out earlier. And now she has 50 tied up in certain things and claiming that he's smashing and she's doing this and that. And I'm like, wow, okay. Rappers need to stay the hell away from Selena Powell, because unless you're just looking for clout, and you're one of these up-and-coming clout chasers, and you're trying to get on, you're trying to get a little bit of, you're trying to get a smidgen of fame, maybe you want to, fucks with the Selena Powells of the world. But these established artists, you're just sullying your name and sullying your relationships getting involved with this girl. This girl now has a YouTube channel, so she's no longer just doing the shit on IG Live and Academics page and all these other people's page for free. She actually has her own YouTube channel. I commend her on that. That's smart. Actually make your own bag. But yeah, she's just exposing motherfuckers and shit on her channel, and just, I'm like, wow, this is what we doing out here, and these rappers keep slipping. It's like, why slip for this girl? This, like, I don't know, man. Niggas need to go to the drawing board to start rethinking their strategy at life if you're gonna be fucking with someone like Selena Powell, especially if you're in a relationship and you're trying to, move around and do some sort of, like, I don't understand why anybody would, like, I don't know. I really don't understand. Even if you're, like, if you're not even, you don't have to be in a relationship doing fuck shit. You could be a single person out there. Why would you want to fuck with this girl that's going to put all your shit on blast? For no reason. Minor details to the big details she's going to put on blast. And the only reason you should fuck with her really and truly is if, like, you're looking for that clout, because no one's wifing this girl. She's not looking to be wifed. She's not trying to be wifed up by these niggas. She ain't looking to be saved. So they say don't save her. She don't want to be saved. She don't want to be saved. She wants to clout up on the biggest celebrity that she can find, get some of their fame and roll over and be famous. She just wants to be one of those girls to be famous for being famous. But that's the wave nowadays. That's the quick bag. That's the quick way to the top. Just be out there and constantly put yourself out there and actually have no talent, because that's what a lot of folks be doing nowadays. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this shit up. Blunt Talk with LT, episode 70. We in the 70s. It's crazy that I actually made it here. I want to get into the fucking thousands of episodes. That's gonna take years, but at the end of the day, that's what we're pushing for. Joe Rogan's at like 1,500, so it's like the shit's possible. You just gotta do it for a certain period of time and have multiple episodes a week and shit, and we can get there. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Blunt Talk with LT, also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, and all that. Make sure you're downloading the episodes every week. And make sure you subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Blunt Talk with LT for that extra episode every Friday. We got you. Yeah, that's it. We out. Yeah.